Hey, how's everybody doing tonight? All right. Well, when I first came out here, I thought, wow, I'm the opening act. This is really great. But then I was watching National Geographic last night, and I realized penguins, when they want to go swimming, they always push the smallest, weakest one in the water first to test for sharks. And I don't see any dorsal fins, so I think I'm safe tonight. Turned 55 here a couple weeks ago. Probably makes me the oldest comedian here. And qualified me for a new endorsement on my driver's license, which means I can drive 10 miles an hour below the speed limit with my left turn signal on. Yeah, and when you get to 55, they start talking about early retirement packages at work. And so I came home and sat across the table from my wife, and I looked her right in the eyes, and I thought, I could work 10 more years. Yeah, you know, it's different when you get older. This is pretty much a young crowd, so I imagine most of my menopause jokes aren't going to go over too well. But I'm going to try them anyways. Somebody's getting it. Nobody's been there before seen it. Now, let me tell you a few things about menopause, a couple scenarios. You'd be laying in bed one night. She's got the ceiling fan on full. She's got a tower fan by the headboard, an oscillating fan by the footboard. She's got the window open, sweating like a human lawn sprinkler. And it's January 5th. She's complaining it's hot. You're freezing to death, turning blue. And yeah, another scenario would be you're sitting there eating breakfast one morning, and all of a sudden up through the floor, flames erupt. And you hear this voice, and I am Satan. And you're like, go eating. He says, I am Satan, fear me! And you look, you go, my wife's menopausal. He's like, oh, sorry, my bad. Hey, tell her I had nothing to do with that. You know, it's kind of strange that when your wife goes into menopause, you know, this woman that bore your children, that you've lived with for years of your life and just spent so much time together, then you wake up at 3 in the morning and she's standing over you with the pillow going, they'd only give me 5 years for insanity plea. So, I went, buddy called me up to go hunting recently, and I thought, well, okay, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but I'll try it. So, what's the first thing you gotta do? You gotta go where all good hunters go, Cabela's. Well, unfortunately, my trip to Cabela's meant I got the only salesman named Biff. He walks up and goes, oh, hello, welcome to Cabela's. I like that was going to be a good trip. I said, yeah, I'm going hunting, I need some gear. And he says, well, you'll love it because with the seasonal changes and the colors coming in, you'll just love our wardrobe. So I go over and he picks out a jacket for me and pants. And he says, now, sir, what about your scent? I said, well, I'm kind of partial to Old Spice. He said, oh, no, out in the deer, or out in the woods, you have to smell like the woods. How about deer urine? And I'm thinking, now, is this a career that somebody picked in life that they're going around collecting this stuff? They chase the end of your own the gun and go, hey, wait! So, anyways, that weekend I meet my buddy out in the woods, and got all my gear on. We walked back in the woods, nice and quiet. We kneeled down and I said, hey, Bob, what are we hunting, by the way? He said, squirrel. Are you kidding? I spent $350 on the outfit, $500 on a new shotgun. I smell like the backside of a bad deer bar. We were hunting squirrel. I said, good day, just, you know, got a Planter's Peanut costume. One walk up and go, got one. We had a big oak tree cut down in our yard a couple years ago, and I told my wife, I said, let's head and leave the wood, and I'll cut it up for firewood for our fireplace. So she says, well, you don't need to go buy a chainsaw. My sister has one. That should have been the first clue. So, come Saturday, I get on the flannel shirt, get on my hat, John Deere cap, get on my Levi's, my leather gloves. I'm going out to cut some wood. I said, honey, where's that chainsaw? She hands me an electric chainsaw. You know, you're expecting to hear this. What do you get? So, you know, instead of, you know, saying, hey, I just ran out of gas, I better go fuel it up. It's like, no, I blew a fuse. Went down to Dominican Republic last year for a vacation, which was quite interesting. It's a very nice place to visit. Except the one thing they forget to tell you in the brochures is that the beaches are topless. And that's not bad if you're going to an area where young people hang out. So my first sight when I walk out there is an 80-year-old grandma bent over in a thong. Then she turns around with her half-toothless English smile and a couple of two-day-old party balloons hanging to her knees. So anyways, that left me a bad vision of that trip, and I did eventually put my eyes back in, though. So, well, I guess that's my time. So I want to thank you. My name is Brad McInnes, and